Start.
Hi everyone. Today we'll be presenting our work on melanoma skin cancer detection. We are group 166 and we're Soha, Akriti, and Punya. Melanoma is a serious form of skin cancer, and unfortunately, its cases are steadily rising worldwide. This is where AI and machine learning come in. Automated detection systems using smartphone or web applications can bridge this gap, and by making melanoma screening more accessible, we can potentially save more lives. For our project, we utilized the Skin Cancer MNIST HAM 10,000 dataset. This dataset has 7 different skin cancer types, including actinic keratosis and basal cell carcinoma. This is a sample image of the dataset. We began by visualizing the data and analyzing the demographic features. We extracted information about image sizes and adjusted them for uniformity. We divided the data into training and test sets with 90:10 ratio, and to prevent overfitting, we implemented data augmentation techniques. For the baseline model, we started by designing a custom CNN architecture with ReLU activation functions, which laid a solid foundation for further development. And after researching various models, we chose ResNet 50. This model achieved an accuracy of 82%, and we're excited to explore even more advanced models to improve accuracy.
So our baseline model is a CNN model that our model leverages the several convolutional layers, each paired with a ReLU activation function to bring nonlinearity into play. This choice ensures our network can capture complex patterns and features present in our image data. To mitigate the risk of overfitting, we strategically placed dropout layers post some convolutional layers. This technique randomly deactivates a subset of neurons, compelling the model to learn redundant representations and therefore become more generalizable. We employed the Adam optimizer for its adaptness in adjusting the learning rate throughout the training process, and this adaptability allowed us for more efficient convergence to the optimal set of weights. So here are the validation accuracy and test accuracy, which was about 75%, and the loss was around 66% for our baseline CNN model. If you look at the confusion matrix is diagonally dominant, representing each class was evident, and all the non-diagonal elements have a low value, indicating that the classification was done quite efficiently.
So our final model or our proposed model was ResNet 50. We use the ResNet 50 as the base model with a sequential model framework in Keras. It consists of convolutional layers, batch normalization, ReLU activation, and pooling layers. ResNet 50 includes the residual connections every few layers and is pre-trained on the ImageNet dataset. For the input, we use the shape 150 to 200 pixels with 3 color channels, that's RGB. We also removed the fully connected layer, which is originally used for the classifying the 1,000 classes in ImageNet. We utilized the weights that were trained on the ImageNet dataset, enabling a form of transfer learning. We added the dropout layers to reduce the overfitting and so that our model remains generalizable when it sees new data. We also included dense layer with ReLU activation of 120 and 128 neurons, and the final dense layer with 7 neurons, and we use the softmax activation functions. We use the training parameters like the learning rate, and we utilize the Adam optimizer. And for the loss function, we use the categorical cross entropy, and we also used early stopping to ensure that we don't waste resources when the model isn't improving. Lastly, as mentioned before, we used data augmentation that increases the diversity in our data set and prevents overfitting. So, talking about the performance, we were able to achieve a high test accuracy of 82%. The standout performer in our dataset was class 4, where the model received a precision of 90% and a recall of 94%. However, our analysis also revealed some challenges. Classes with fewer samples like class 0, 3, and 6 showed lower precision and recall, and these were mild signs of overfitting. As we can see, these are the graphs for the model accuracy, that's the training accuracy and the validation accuracy, and the model loss. The validation accuracy was around 79%, and the test accuracy was around 82%. Next, we can see these are the two confusion matrices for the validation data and the test data. Again, the high value of 574 here suggests that our model is highly effective at classifying the class 4, which is the major category within our data set. So, in conclusion, we started off by finding the right data set. Then we did some data analysis and prepared our data. We went forward to use the CNN architecture as a baseline model and then used the ResNet 50 as a proposed model. ResNet 50 model holds substantial promise in classifying skin lesion with high accuracy. Moving forward, we will explore further adjustments to our model and probably try to implement some other model or improve the accuracy. Thank you.